What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Third Wave Trades. Today I'm going to give you guys an update on Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. If you guys have been following me for the past 3 weeks now on our morning live streams, you kind of know where I stand with this play already, what I think is happening. But I'm going to give you guys a summary now that we are basically past earnings and we saw what happened with the pullback. And kind of want to just let you guys know what I think is playing out in terms of its Elliott wave count, and if we are pulling back deeper than originally expected, what is the current count and scenario that we're looking at. All right, but before we get started, guys, quick disclaimer: I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research and/or consult with a financial advisor before making any trading or investment decisions. Secondly, if you guys could, please hit the like button down below if you guys find the content useful, and please subscribe to the channel if you guys want more Elliott wave breakdowns on your favorite stocks, cryptos, and commodities. All right, guys. So, like I said, if you guys have been with me on the streams, then you guys kind of know we've been following this more on the micro count, um, on this micro count right here, and looking at the scenario, how it's been playing out. We've been counting it out, and there were a couple of different scenarios that could have played out. I'll let you guys know what I thought those were. Either we were going to go higher for one more wave, or if earnings were bad, we were most likely done with the move and we were pulling back, forming a larger degree 1-2-1-2 scenario, right? So I've also mentioned that multiple times on these videos, so you guys can go back and watch some of my previous videos, that those were the two scenarios that we were looking at. And it looks like we basically topped out around 300. Can we still push higher? It's still possible even right now, but given the fact that we've broken through multiple support levels, it looks like we are headed lower. So we're going to go over kind of like what those possible support levels could be, where we could see a bounce, and then what's coming next. All right, so to start off with, just give you guys a weekly picture, right? This is the weekly time frame. You guys can see this candle for this week is extremely bearish, right? So it's we wicked out at that 300 level, which was a pretty heavy supply area, which I'll show you guys in a second when I put my drawings back up. But not only did we wick out, we did so with volume, and we basically got this bearish engulfing candle, right? So that's a classic reversal signal, right? Now, it doesn't mean that the entire move is done, but we are going to get a pretty deep retracement, in my opinion. But as long as we are above this 30-week moving average, the long-term trend is bullish. So once we do pull back, whether that's 240, whether that's slightly lower to the 200 level, I do not see us tanking. I see us just pulling back to those levels, and that's basically just another buying opportunity. If you guys are long Tesla and you want to average down on your shares, this is going to be the perfect opportunity, in my opinion. Or if you guys just want to re-up, and if you guys missed this move up, which we were talking about since back in March and April, this is, in my opinion, just a second chance to get in that move, right? Once this downwards retracement is done, right? So that's the weekly time frame. We have this bearish reversal right here, all right? All right, if we go to our daily time frame, you can see we broke multiple supports here. We broke through this blue line, which is our 21-day moving average. Yesterday we closed beneath it, right? After gapping down from earnings, we closed beneath it, but it wasn't necessarily over. Today we had a chance to get back above it, but instead we closed below it as well. So that's kind of like my confirmation that the 21-day EMA has been broken, and we are not going to be able to come higher just yet, right? We won't be able to bounce back at this level at least. So then we have to look at our next levels. Our next levels are basically some key support areas and stuff. So kind of got a lot drawn on here, but try to just bear with me through some of these drawings. All right, so another key level was basically this 265 area, which again we closed beneath yesterday, but we had a chance to break back above it today. We didn't get the close above it, we closed below it. So that's confirmation, in my opinion, that we are headed lower, and the 265 is not holding as well. All right, really quick, I can show you guys what sort of played out on this move up in terms of the wave count, right? This was our first wave, second wave, this was our third, our fourth, and then this was our fifth wave, right? It was possible for us to get another wave up over here and basically test that 314 level, which had this triple top resistance. But either way, I basically saw us pulling back somewhere around here um, before we moved higher, right? So either either we were going to break through this with a lot of strength, in which case we were probably headed to that 320, 340 level. But since or we could have gotten the rejection somewhere in this 300 to 314, and we basically got there. We got to 299, and then we pulled back. You can see this red rectangular box over here is basically a pretty heavy supply zone, and that's basically where we got in and we pushed lower, leaving this gap from our earnings, and now we're essentially moving lower. So now the idea is like that we basically completed this move up, which is going to be, in my opinion, a nested 1-2, right? So we had our first wave back in January, our second wave around April, and then we were bouncing higher. And the two scenarios was either this was going to go high for a third wave move, or if it did pull back from over here, it's basically just setting us up for a much larger third wave move in the future, essentially forming a 1-2, 1-2, and then from here we should bounce and go a lot higher, right? So that's the scenario that I think is playing out now. So where are we going to bounce? That's the kind of the question right now. First off, I think we're going to see a three-wave move down, right? So very likely we are finishing up this A wave move down. We might get a nice bounce somewhere around here, but I don't think we will come back and break this wave one high. Very likely we'll just get to right around 280, 285, maybe a little bit higher than that, but ultimately I think that move up will fail, right? And that's kind of going to solidify the move downwards, because what that would then do is basically form a lower low and a lower high, right? So that's basically your bearish reversal pattern right there. Because up until this point, we've been doing higher highs and higher lows, as you guys can see over here in our 5-wave move up, and now we will basically be getting a 3-wave move down for our retracement. And then the question is again, where will we bounce? Very likely, well, there's a couple of scenarios. The two areas that I'm looking for first and foremost are this green area, which is a gap that we left on the way up around the 235 to 240 area. That would be the first target to see if we could bounce from there. The second target would be this area over here. If we were to break below this and keep pushing, very likely we'll come down to this area, which is our golden pocket. It's the 50% to 61.8% retracement. And that also, you can see both of these levels have, or both of these zones have key support levels, right? So this gap fill area, we have a support at 237, and then in the golden pocket area, we have a support at 217. So those are the two levels that I'll be looking for us to basically bounce. But first things first, like I said, we need to finish this wave A down. Likely come back up for wave B in 3 moves, and then we will go lower for a C wave move into one of these areas. And once we get a bullish reversal either in the gap or around this area, that's kind of where I think it would be a good opportunity to go long again, because then what should follow is a third wave move, right? And this third wave move will be more explosive, I believe personally, than the move that we saw even over here. So in January we had a $100 move roughly from $100 to $217. Then we retraced, and then on this run up right now we had a move from roughly $150 to $300, so a $150 move. I think this move, if we do manage to bounce around one of these areas, will be a much stronger move, and this move will take us to all-time highs. But again, like I said, we're gonna have to deal with a deep retracement first. So that's kind of like what the bigger picture is right now, in my opinion. You guys can see when we um, another thing that we used to kind of know that the top was in was we had this divergence, right? You can see on the RSI we had this bearish divergence playing out, so we knew it was coming, but when it was going to come, it wasn't exactly sure. On the micro count, it looked like we had room for one more wave up, but we ended up just pulling back due to earnings, so we are headed lower now. Alright guys, that's all I got for today's video, but if you guys are interested in more detailed analysis, please consider joining my Patreon channel. It's patreon.com/thirdwavetrades. From there, there's multiple membership tiers that you guys can choose from, whatever suits you guys best. All the way from new traders to more advanced traders, there's something for everyone. You'll get access to my Discord, where you'll be able to see my own personal trade setups, my detailed analyses and targets on various different stocks and tickers, just like Tesla. The way we called out this play, I've been talking about it for a while. You would have gotten access to that before anybody else. Also, you'll be able to join a live trading community where we talk and discuss multiple stocks and tickers, as well as you'll get exclusive content, educational content on various forms of technical analysis, from Technical Analysis 101, Elliott wave theory, stage analysis, supply and demand, and more. Right, so if you guys are interested in that, please let me know in the comment section below. Like I said, it will be up in a couple of weeks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please hit the like button down below, consider subscribing to the channel, and I will be back with more. Peace.